Live from beautiful Austin, Texas, home of world-class barbecue and the city that's quickly becoming the mecca of submission grappling. We are here at the Palmer Event Center for Who's Number 1 24, Gordon Ryan versus Josh Saunders. Hello everyone, Ricardo Amendolia here with Mr. Sean Williams once again for another stacked Who's Number 1 event. And Sean, we keep saying this is the best Who's Number 1 ever, but I think tonight is the best Who's Number 1 ever.
Yeah, well, you just keep making them better. I mean, it's WNO keeps getting better. This thing is stacked from top to bottom. Undercard all the way through has just potential fireworks. And not even just like two people just completely chaotic, but just every match is intriguing.
Yes.
Some are going to be super exciting as far as speed. Some are going to be super exciting as like the stylistic matchups are just going to be crazy. Super exciting.
Yeah, we have awesome matchups, stylistic matchups. We know there's a lot of title implications. There's title belts up for grabs. We got four matches on the undercard. We got 8 matches on the main card. One of the biggest cards in Who's Number 1 history, not just in terms of talent, but in terms of actual number of matches. A lot of bang for your buck here. So talking about the matches, of course, the king, he's back. Gordon Ryan, he's back on Who's Number 1. It's been some time. Of course, he's had some issues with his health, but thankfully he has returned. We saw him compete against Patrick Gaudio at the Night of Champions. Obviously, Gordon, the standout at ADCC. It's been some time since we've seen him. He recently called us, wanted to get back on the Who's Number 1 stage, and here he is against a giant of a man.
Yeah, you got Saunders is a humongous human being, which is going to be, obviously, he's an athlete, so that's going to pose some problems for Gordon right away. Is just the athletic nature of Josh, but again, he's going to have to not only be be more physical, but he's got to match that technique and also the tactics and the strategy that Gordon Ryan brings to the matches, and he's a genius on that level. So he's really got his work cut out for him. A great test for both guys. As you said, Gordon Ryan coming back from a long layoff, health issues. Great test for him. Huge test for Josh Saunders here. Heavyweight
title up for grabs in the main event with Gordon Ryan, but in the co-main event, we like to call this one the people's main event because we got Diego Pato, the champ, against one of the most exciting competitors in the sport today, Fabricio Andrey. Both these guys have competed before. They both did the trials in Brazil. Of course, we see Pato, he's got that submission win over Dante Leon. Not many people can say that, but Pato stepped up in his weight division to fight Dante, submitted Dante, and then you see Fabricio Andrey, the human highlight machine, just going at it at the ADCC trials in Brazil. This one's got fireworks written all over it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. A human highlight machine is a good example. They both could be human highlight machines, just that the focus on each individual is a little bit different. Pato, heavy on the legs. You got Fabricio Andrey, that just is super exciting on the feet, really well versed in takedowns, as well as his upper body submission game. So really interesting clash of styles. I believe that styles will have an impact on this match, so it's an incredible matchup.
So we talk about titles up for grabs. That's for the 145 belt. We are also crowning a new champion at 185. The title was vacated, but the people's champ, Jacob Couch, is going against Jonnatas Gracie. It was supposed to be Francisco Lowe. He got injured, but Jonnatas Gracie, really worthy opponent. Gracie coming off 2 big wins over J-Rod, Nicky Ryan, and Jacob Couch. Jacob Couch has competed in more Who's Number 1s, I think, than anyone out here. This kid's a machine. People love him. He has a lot of submissions, but he's got to watch out for the back-taking and, position game of Jonnatas Gracie.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And if you really haven't followed Jonnatas Gracie, because you may not, some of the WNO audience may not remember who he is, and he is world-class, right? But he's going to have to defend an onslaught of leg attacks from Jacob Couch. Jacob Couch, I wouldn't say he's got this huge arsenal, but what he is good at, he is very good at. And he will throw it at you over and over, from close guard into the false sweeps in the legs, and he's going to have to stay away from that as Jonnatas Gracie. On the flip side, he gets his hands locked, so will the closeness that he has from the stand-up play right into Jacob Couch's game? I don't know. We're going to find out, but what a great matchup. Again, stylistically, such an intriguing matchup. So it's going to be simply great.
Yeah, they haven't fought before. They're finally making this match happen here at Who's Number One. I can't wait to see it, and it's for the title. But not just title matches. We have an amazing main card. Let's take a look at the rest of the matches of tonight's Who's Number One. Of course, we mentioned Gordon Ryan versus Josh Saunders in the main event, Pato versus Fabricio Andrey in the co-main event, Jacob Couch versus Jonnatas Gracie in the other title bout. Then we got the big man, Victor Hugo, who's originally supposed to be facing Luke Griffith, is now facing the No.gi Heavyweight World Champion, Javier Zaruski. We also got Tainan Dalpra versus J-Rod, the match that everyone's been buzzing about. We got Adele Fornerino making her comeback against Anna Rodrigues, who's making her Who's Number One debut. Elijah Dorsey faces off against Joseph Chen, and Ethan Krelestein versus DeAndre Corbin. In our undercard, we are gonna have our featured undercard match. It'll be Felipe Costa, local favorite here, against Declan Moody. Lawrence Sears will face off against Taylor Hishaw. Jordan Holy versus Andrew DeGraff, and Ali Wolski versus Natalia Santoro. So as we mentioned, you know, just an absolute stacked card. If you're watching right now, you're watching it for free on the FloGrappling website or on social media. Just to let you know, after the undercard's done, you gotta get a Flo subscription to watch the main card. And come on, ADCC's coming up. You got Who's Number One 24. You got tons of events on Flo. It's worth it. We all know that. Anyways, guys, listen, a stacked night of action. We got some of the best grapplers in the world. And, you know, one of the things that makes Who's Number One so special is the Who's Number One rule set. This is a submission-only rule set with a twist. So we're going to have a little explanation on the rules by our very own Reed Connell. Let's kick it away over to you, Reed.
Welcome to Who's Number One, the premier proving ground for the world's best grapplers. And now right here on this very stage, 2 grapplers will enter and only one will leave victorious. All matches are 15 minutes in length, except where otherwise noted, with no points, no advantages, and no interruptions. Just elite competitive grappling. There are 2 ways to win. The first is, of course, the most preferred, by submission. And here at Who's Number One, all submissions are legal. Heel hooks, arm bars, twisters, and beyond, the world's best have all the tools at their disposal. And if at any point either competitor taps, the match is over. But if there isn't a submission, we will rely on 3 neutral side judges to determine a winner. Their decision will be based on our Who's Number One judging criteria, which is unique to this match. Now, above all, we are looking for aggression. That means never taking a backward step and moving forward at all costs. We're looking for dangerous submission attacks. That means attempts that will result in a near submission, okay? Leave your 50-50 ankle locks at home. We don't need them. And if it doesn't result in a reaction or a hyperextension, they simply won't count. And finally, positional control. That means guard passes, mount, back takes, anything that leads to positional dominance. The match will be judged in its entirety, and the person with the better display of effective grappling skill will get their hand raised. The referee is also neutral and does not take part in the judge's decisions. His role is purely to control the action on the mats and reset the action should it go out of bounds. This is elite grappling competition at its purest form. A showcase for the world's best grapplers on the world's biggest stage. Just the best fighting the best. It's the only way to truly find out who's number one.
We are ready to go. Allow me to welcome you to Who's Number One 24 here in Austin, Texas. How are we feeling? We are in the lion's den of grappling and jiu-jitsu with the ADCCs less than 2 months away. Many competitors here will be there. You get your first shot here tonight. 12 contests coming your way here from the Palmer Event Center. Our first preliminary will be 9 minutes in length. We start in the blue corner. Out of New Wave here in Austin, Texas, Natalia Santoro.
Natalia Santoro. We've seen her in the corner of Gordon Ryan many times and other athletes of New Wave, but she's finally making her way to the Who's Number One mats today.
Yeah, and she's been training for quite some time, so and side by side against the world's best, so expect her to bring nothing less.
Her opponent in the red corner from the B team right here in Austin, Ali Wolski.
Ali Wolski finally makes her debut here at Who's Number One. She was actually supposed to compete a year ago, broke her leg, finally recovered, and she is here in action representing the B team.
Yeah, and also a very talented young lady as I've watched her footage.
All right, let's take a look at this flyweight tale of the tape. Ali Wolski, 26 years old, 5'3", weighed in at 126 pounds. Natalia Santoro, 35 years old, 5'3", weighed in at 121.6 pounds. We're gonna kick things over to our referee, Gabriel, for the match to begin. Just an ankle adjustment here, and we're going to kick things off in this opening battle. What a way to kick things off if Who's Number 124. We got a battle of New Wave versus B team in the first match, so this should be interesting. Let's go.
Fight.
Natalia Santoro, full red outfit. Ali Wolski quickly pulling guard, working that inside De La Hiva control. Of course, this is a 9-minute match. As it's an undercard match, we'll be having every 3 minutes you'll be hearing the judge's favor, which indicates if the match goes to decision at that moment, who the judges are favoring to win. It's not judged as rounds per se, but just to let you know who's winning so far in the judge's opinion. And we talk about Natalia Santoro. She says she's one of the world's famous ukes, being in instructional videos for Gordon Ryan and student of John Danaher for many, many years. So very cool to see her make her debut here at Who's Number One.
Yeah, she got to watch that left leg a little bit because double inside ties for Ali here. Yeah. And now she's in. She's looking for a counter heel hook. She's got a heel hook both. Yeah, that was on for a minute there. Natalia had a good heel hook, a good bite on the heel. She's got to get above the knee a little bit. A nice bite on the heel, very well defended. Wolski.
Yeah, Ali's first attack looked tight, and then Natalia was able to spin right out and again bite of her own and attack right away. We are here live from Austin, Texas, in a sold-out crowd here at the Palmer Event Center. Who's Number 124? Natalia inverting a little bit, trying to showcase her guard.
So now we got to watch this top leg, that left leg. Balances with the scissors style sweep, and on the leg again. We'll use that to come to the top.
Natalia putting the pressure on. Ali doing a great job of controlling that heel to really kind of turn Natalia's knee out to not let her get that knee cut position.
Yeah, you can see that's a good shot of it there, using it to try to open up that leg. Probably, possibly to pummel her other leg inside and start to work on an attack there. She doesn't look like she's trying to invert And an inside roll so much, just trying to open the knee to off balance to get either on the other leg or to get both there, the other leg sneaking inside there.
Nice rolling Kimura attempt there by Natalya. Ali does not seem to be phased by that. She's up and gonna go. Good posture now.
Yeah, she was able to bend her arm and keep her arm safe from pretty early on there.
Ali doing a great job of getting Natalya to her back, not letting her get that seated position, or trying to prevent her from that seated position. There it is again, trying to force her to her back to look for some passing attempts. Nice little arm drag attempt there by Natalya.
Yeah, she still has it. She had it still dragged over when both hooks came in. That's good for arm dragging because it gives you so many options.
Judges favor blue.
Natalya up so far in the judges' favor. She's got another attack here outside Ashigurami. Let's see if she can expose the heel. Tries to roll through. Still looking for that heel. Ali tries to stack.
Great job by Ali Wolski defending this attempt here. Really trying to separate and open up those legs. Escapes that attack.
Yep. Nice attack. Nice defense.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. Ali was supposed to compete about a year ago, and she broke her leg skateboarding. So I prohibited her from using the skateboard once we signed this match.
Jeez.
Nice sweep by Ali Wolski. Wasn't able to establish a top position, but nonetheless, definitely a nice mental win over there. Natalya with a nice little rolling Kimura attempt once again.
Yeah, the tripod sweep. Such a powerful sweep, but sometimes if you send them too far away,
lose connection.
You lose connection.
No gi especially, right? Yep. It's a bit tougher.
On an arm here, she's trying to go upside down. Natalya actually needs to get on the inside of that arm. That's
nice arm block by Ali Wolski there. Beautiful submission, and Ali Wolski gets her first submission victory at Who's Number One. Beautiful setup with that arm bar.
Yeah, she went over, thread the leg through, and Natalya's arm was straight. So late on the defense, couldn't get the hand behind the knee, tried to roll out of it.
Yeah, that was very impressive. Was that with the Choi bar?
That's the Choi bar.
That's the Choi bar.
It's a former student of mine, the Choi bar.
Just waiting for the official verdict here.
The official decision via submission. Out of the red corner, Ali Wolski.
What an impressive win by Ali Wolski. Beautiful armbar. Set it up with that Choi bar attempt, and then rolled Natalya over and was able to get beautiful finish. Let's take a look at the replay here. Debut for both of these young ladies. We saw earlier leg lock attempt from Ali Wolski. Natalya was able to counter. Attack with some submission attempts of her own.
Yeah, nice try on the rolling Kimura. There's that tripod sweep. Here's the Choi bar going through, legs all the way threaded over, and she just got, her arm just got extended, so she was not able to roll through. No hitchhiker follow-up was on the bottom hip there, so she got caught in a very tight spot.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll come up with our next match. We've got our next match coming up, sorry. It is a lightweight bout between Andrew DeGraff and Jordan Holy. Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back.
Our next preliminary bout is in the lightweight division. Out of the blue corner, representing New Wave and Nova Jiu-Jitsu in Austin, Texas, originally from Lewisburg, West Virginia, Andrew DeGraff.
Andrew DeGraff from New Wave Jiu-Jitsu, also a teacher at Nova Jiu-Jitsu, now training here in Austin, Texas, makes his Who's Number One debut.
Yeah, just a young'un, 18 years old, so I know he's talented on the leg game, but he'll have his hands full here with Jordan Holy, so good test for him.
His opponent in the red corner, representing Holy Grail and the B team, out of Victoria, Texas, Jordan Holy.
Jordan Holy makes his long-awaited Who's Number One debut from Victoria, Texas, representing Holy Grail Jiu-Jitsu. This guy was doing leg locks here in Texas before anyone was.
Well, he's certainly good at them. So he's got, usually uses, ties up both legs when he attacks. So we'll be looking for that.
All right, let's take a look at this lightweight tail of the tape. Jordan Holy, 33 years old, 5'7", weighed in at 155.4 pounds. His opponent, Andrew DeGraff, 18 years old, 5'6", 150.8 pounds.
Sits and pulls. And this is where Holy likes, he attacks legs from the top a lot. And I'm a big fan of that. I always say attacking legs from the top is easier than attacking from the bottom. It's easier to keep knee lines in. You can get better bites. But he's on the legs one after the other. But here comes DeGraff. Now it's his turn.
Yeah, I've been seeing Jordan compete for a long time. This guy's, especially in the no-gi circuit, you know, he's just been very, very dominant. He's fought some of the best in the world. I believe he's competing this weekend tomorrow as well. And Andrew DeGraff, just been hearing a ton about this young man. Now training at New Wave Jiu-Jitsu.
Gotta watch this counter footlock. That's on pretty good right there. Instead of pulling, he's got to push away. He's going to try to untie the grip, but you cannot leave your foot hanging out there. That was a smart move to roll out of that. But here it goes again. You know, Holy's on the leg. Again, attacking from the top is usually much easier to get real bites on the leg, but you can sacrifice top position if it all goes wrong. So again, he's doing a good job of holding both legs. Now DeGraff, we're trying to work over that leg there. Thought he was going to try to counter footlock.
Just based on the pace of these young men, it feels like we're going to get another submission here, Sean Williams.
Yeah, they're in a shootout right now. Both guys really working to get the legs. Holy on this leg. Let's see if he can suck up the other leg. Got that short hook on that left side.
Hard reap when you can.
DeGraff, hands posted. Got to watch that sideways Aoki style footlock when you start to slide your leg out there. He's trying it.
Belly down, belly down. Clear.
Now DeGraff got in momentarily with that cross heel hook, but we're pulling the legs out.
6 minutes, 40 seconds left in this match. Going to start things back on the feet. Be interesting to see if Jordan pulling guard right away.
He's got a great underhook on the right side, does DeGraff. He puts his head up, nope, just left his head low. He had great position with that underhook to really get some forward drive in that pass. Now we'll see how his tight style passing, clear the knee line, get over the knee line on the left side, and then face the hips. He's going to try to knee cut through. He's trying to pummel that left leg on top of the knee cut. Still looking for a leg attack, but and this is
judges' favor. Red.
Jordan Holy gets the first judge's favor. Once again, that does not mean it's being judged like a round. It's just if the match goes to a decision, the judges would be favoring Jordan's thus far. Here, Gordon Ryan in the corner of Andrew, calling for more offensive attacks. Andrew starting to pick up the pace a little bit.
Nice little arm drag attempt off that weave.
It's interesting, Jordan sat back for that ankle, but sets up beautiful position there, controlling the opposite leg too.
And that's, having both legs is such a good idea because it gives you a lot of time to work on one leg. If you can control both, gives you time to reap the leg. He couldn't get his legs reaped, he went to the outside position. So now the Graf is gonna have to put the foot on the floor or get the knee to the ground. He needs to control the inside leg so there's no movement inside. That Holy's left leg.
Holy trying to scoot his hips out of that position there.
Yep, Graf needs to fix his left leg. You see him loop it right over into the middle just to, here's that counter footlock again. Graf is on it with that turn.
I think this match has been about 75% leg attacks.
Yeah. I mean, both of these gentlemen are really well versed in the legs. I mean, they're having a battle royale. If you're not intelligent on the legs, either one of these two guys will gladly take your foot off and very quickly. But they're both doing a good job of pummeling and keeping the legs free. And
yeah.
Got the short hook, which can really bring a lot more pressure. You can see the Graf's trying to take that short hook out. Just a tiny bit too far away is Holy's leg for the Graf, just a little low. Again, you can really see Holy going after that counter. He's doing a good job. I like the little arm drag that the Graf showed a little earlier from that weave position.
Nice little short guillotine attempt there.
Good job.
Judges favor
A little bit of movement.
red.
Jordan Holly with another judge's favor here. So I think Andrew, this may have sparked something under him, and I think he's going to be attacking a little bit more now. He has to, surely. But Jordan's got this this unique game where he just keeps sitting back and setting up that ankle, that straight ankle, wrapping up both legs, but he's not really progressing in position. Even he is winning in the judge's favor, but be interesting to see if he changes up the strategy for the rest of this match.
Yeah. Sitting again, trying to get the Aoki style footlock here. Now the Graf's in. See if he can get his knee to the floor, get it in, get some underhooks going on. Push. You can either push Holy's legs off to his left side or turn. Yeah, he's trying. Holy's doing a good job. He's not holding onto his knee long enough. The Graf's good job of staying on that left hip.
See Abigail Holy in the corner of this matchup here, daughter of Jordan.
There, the Graf's running around. I love this approach to get all the way around to the north-south and see what the person on the bottom really has in for wrestling. If he has no single legs, then this is a great approach. It just takes time before you pass. If you're smart with the legs on top and you get yourself there, the forehead should go right on the belly button. The Graf's forehead should spear the belly button as he gets to north-south, and you can slowly wear down someone that is unable to go to a single. footlock battle again. Looks like he's got had a toe hold in there, trying to get back to the heel hook. Is Holy.
30 seconds left in this leg lock battle between Andrew DeGraff and Jordan Holy. Here at Who's Number 124. Jordan gets to mount. 11 seconds left. Looking to finish here. Smothering his opponent. And that is it. Time has expired. Jordan Holy wins. Potentially, I think it's safe to say he's going to get this match with a dominant performance like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Props to Andrew DeGraff, though. This young man's got a ton of potential.
Yeah, very young. So,
but yeah, I think it's safe to say that Jordan is going to walk away, especially with that last-minute mount, just showing dominant control there, dominant position. But it was all about the leg locks the entire match.
Yeah, there was that counter leg lock. That was very nice. And we've got DeGraff trying to pass, but Holy able to maintain controlled both the legs. And then finally in the end there, body lock into the mount. DeGraff just kind of took the foot off the pedal.
Yeah. Yeah, once, Jordan mounted and he was smothering a little bit. He was getting a little nasty there, but it's not illegal.
Yeah, that's right.
The winner via decision, out of the red corner, Jordan Holy.
Jordan Holy gets the win by a decision. Great debut for this young man. Long awaited Who's Number 1 debut. Props to Andrew DeGraff for an impressive match as well. Leg lock battle here at Who's Number 124. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to take another commercial break, and then coming up next is a flyweight bout between Taylor Hishaw and Lauren Sears. We'll be right back, guys.
Our next preliminary match is in the flyweight division. First, out of the blue corner, representing the B team here in Austin, Texas, Taylor Hishaw.
Taylor Hishaw makes her Who's Number One debut. This young lady is from Oklahoma, flies here to Austin, Texas every day to train here at the B team, is ranked not only in FloGrappling, but also Flow Wrestling. We see you, Taylor.
Yeah, that's incredible. A very talented young lady.
Taylor is also a mixed martial artist. She's
Her
very
opponent
well-rounded
in the red
competitor.
corner, out of 10th Planet here in Austin, Lauren Sears.
Lauren Sears makes her Who's Number One return here at WNO 24. All right, let's take a look at this flyweight tail of the tape. Lauren Sears, 34 years old, 5'2", weighed in at 125.8 pounds. Taylor Hishaw, 17 years old, 5'3", 125 pounds. So Taylor was daring Lauren to stand up with her. She said she's probably going to pull guard just like she did. And she said, no problem, just going to pass.
She's coming through with a knee to the middle right now. Lauren needs to push away and get that right foot back in, all the way over the arms and into the middle.
Once again, guys, Ricardo Amendolia with Mr. Sean Williams calling the action here at Who's Number One 24 all night long. We got Taylor Hishaw on the top of Lauren Sears. One of our prelim matches. This is our third prelim matches here on the free card, on the free social media stream. Don't forget, you got to tune in on FloGrappling.com. You got to be a subscriber to watch the main card, and that'll be coming up shortly.
Sears is good at, should really keep that wrist control. She had it. That's a very important battle there on this side. Here's that on her right wrist.
Taylor Hishaw has actually only been training jiu-jitsu less than 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. And she competes regularly in mixed martial arts. Jiu-jitsu is just kind of one facet of her training. But as I mentioned, very well accomplished wrestler. Also does the grappling tournaments. But Lauren Sears has a ton of experience coming up from one of Austin, Texas's biggest and best schools, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Of course,
Taylor's in now. She's in tight here.
Not seeing it here, but Taylor's father was telling me how much she likes that body lock pass. So you know that she's comfortable in the top position, especially with the wrestling background. Lauren doing a great job of recovery here as well.
Yeah, she did. Taylor can keep creeping around that side of her, that left arm. You saw how it was dominating that Sears' right leg as she circled now to that right side. That's a good idea. Dominate the far leg when you run around. It makes it very difficult for them to face you. Sears is up. So let's see here. Taylor gets, I've seen her do some, she's a really great wrestler, so it's gonna be fun to see if she really starts to move Sears around. Looking for double. Sears tries a dropping arm lock. Very nice try. She got in deep on the arm. Can't see from this angle.
But nice if you had the other angle here, but that is something we've actually never seen here at Who's Number One.
Yeah,
kind of that dropping arm bar.
Yeah, she sat well initially.
Inverting right knee,
right into the leg lock.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever saw that.
Judges favor blue.
Taylor Hishaw gets the first judge's favor, mentioning that dropping armbar right to the knee bar. That was a Ramina Sato special back in the day. It came to Canada in '97. took home the Canadian National Championships all the way from Japan. All right, back to the action here.
See Tyler Shaw sneaking that left leg in. That's a good idea. That's going to let her step over the leg on the right side and start to pass, but it'll keep her leg protected from scoops nonetheless. Trying to stay on this arm. It probably swings. There it goes. Swings the leg over. Tries to thread it through. Another Choi bar.
Yeah.
I like the foot on the hip. I like this much better than threading your leg through. It's so much stronger to pull the arm out first in a Kimura and then remove your right leg. You don't need to thread your leg through. But it's much stronger to put the foot on the hip and then pull. But right now she's got a good grip. And Sears cannot let herself go all the way flat. That's not what you want. You want to have that foot on the hip so you can pull the arm away from the grip. If she gets too much inverted, then she'll almost have to go into the leg. She'll start to lose that arm. But she still could get it. The foot goes to the hip and pushes hard enough. Still has a Kimura grip. She's getting this a little bit stacked up now. That top leg is starting to get weaker and weaker. There's a leg follow-up unless Taylor staples the leg down with her left leg. If she staples on top of that leg in the middle, there'll be no leg follow-up. But
4 minutes to work, Lauren. 4 minutes to work. Take your time. You're doing very
Less than 4 minutes to go in this undercard match. Taylor Hishaw on top of Lauren Sears here at who's number 124.
now,
A little bit of a stalemate here.
yeah, if Sears, yeah, when she yanks out of this, that's the time to go for the legs. But she,
You know, we talk about the experience. You see it, really see a very calm Lauren Sears on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just recovering guard, okay. Taylor escapes, she just recovers guard again. Just doing very fluid motions to try to control from the bottom position. Taylor trying to put a ton of pressure on top. Getting a little cradle action there.
yeah, she'll move over to front head arm, front head lock.
Works to the back. Let's get a hook in, is defended. So this changes the match completely.
Yeah. So Sears either needs to roll through the middle or get her hips out. One of the two. Hips out to the left there she goes, or roll through the middle. Can't stop halfway though. She's got to continue to go all the way through turtle to the guard.
It looks like for a split second, Taylor was looking for that arm,
Yeah,
just for a
was.
sec. Oh, pulls it up, slaps on the rear naked choke, does Taylor Hishaw.
She might be able to rotate out of this. Sears gets to her side. Yeah, she was able to get out of the strangle, but not out of the back control.
Body lock position by Taylor. Trapping that bottom arm.
Just looking to put that right hand right on the jaw line.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Taylor's in a great position. She's got the body triangle. What should Lauren be doing to try to escape this body triangle, Sean?
Yeah, so her head is free. The hands are one, so she's got to get this right leg underneath that leg. So your hip has to get past the heel. That's really what you're trying to do. The hip gets past that heel, that belt line hook heel, and then you're free. You can really turn hard, but hand fighting is first. And now she's getting all tangled up here on the upper body.
Yeah, this is risky. Taylor looked like she was motioning for the arm or possibly a triangle,
Yeah,
but
trying
goes
to
back to that body triangle once again. Wants to recover that back control position. Taylor dominating in this match here now.
She's out now.
Lauren doing a great job. We talk about the experience. Lauren has it, recovers the half guard, escaped the body triangle, but she's got to start working here.
Yeah, now we see Taylor looking for that near side underhook here, trying to pummel the near side underhook. Settles for a head arm, which is still incredible. Now she's trying to Ezekiel choke. Nogi She's trying to smother both. Back to the head arm. Right now, Sears has the lockdown, or the inside scorpion, whichever one you will call it. So that can keep the hips down, right? It's one thing that near side underhook can really do is let you move down and kill that, but she doesn't need it.
Less than 30 seconds to go.
Knee cut past the guard here. Trying to get a reaction to go for the arm, I believe, is what she's trying to do with the smother.
Flying triangle attempt in the closing seconds, and that is it. Very dominant match by Taylor Hishaw. Another decision, but what a technical display by this young lady. Let's take a look at that replay. The seated armbar attacked right into the leg. Taylor was able to eventually escape and get top position, work to the back. You see the hooks in, went for a rear naked choke. Really aggressive there. Yeah. Final seconds with that flying triangle attempt, but that was it. We're gonna go to the judges here for the official decision.
Your winner via decision out of the blue corner, Taylor Hishaw.
Blowing kisses to the crowd is Taylor. She wanted to be seen on FloGrappling, and I think she just did that. Congratulations to this young lady. An impressive Who's Number One debut. All right, guys, we will be coming right back with our final undercard match, our featured undercard match. Felipe Costa versus Declan Moody, battle of ADCC trials. Winners, don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back.
Our next preliminary match is in the heavyweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner from the B team and M16 here in Austin, Declan Moody.
Declan Moody makes his Who's Number One debut representing the B team.
Yeah, very talented. Looked great in the trial run that he had. So excited to see this guy perform today.
His opponent out of the red corner, out of 6 blades here in Austin, Felipe Costa.
Felipe Costa's got the crowd going nuts behind us, Sean Williams.
It sure does. They love him here, so let's go.
All right, let's take a look at this heavyweight tail of the tape. Felipe Costa, 24 years old, 6'3", weighed in at 219 pounds. Declan Moody, 27 years old, 6'2", weighed at 227 pounds. This is the battle of Brazil and Oceania Trials ADCC winners. Let's kick it over to Gabriel to get things started. Both of these guys, very explosive. This one's got a lot of people excited, especially here in Austin, where Felipe Costa, I think, brought half of the city of Austin. That's why we're sold out here tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this one. They both are very high level know if he should have punched, tried to punch the wrist through, did Moody, to try to slide through.
Both heavyweights, both very different physiques. Moody is a big dude, very similar to like almost like a combination of Nicky Rod and Josh Saunders. You know what I mean? And Fabio, a little bit more softer, but a big, aggressive competitor. And he's been itching for a Who's Number One debut. We're finally able to make it happen on the same card as Victor Hugo later tonight.
Yeah, both of these heavyweights move like little guys.
Yes.
They move very good on the movement. Both are well versed in the bottom.
Felipe Costa, Laranjinha, which means little orange. This is his nickname. On the bottom of Declan Moody. Declan working to pass quite a bit. Laranjinha working that reverse De La Hiva or inverted De La Hiva, we won't call it.
Costa, see how he took the knee shield out for a single. So he should go to a single now. Nice hop over by Declan Moody.
Oh, that was risky. Back take attempt to head and arm, and Laranjinha escapes, but Moody is in the mount position now.
Yeah, he's got that near side underhook. He should just keep walking to his left here. Use his left hand to push down the knee and walk right under the mount. Just walk, walk, walk. He's in excellent position, and he should walk to his left and just use the hand to push down. He doesn't even need that hook. Now onto the north-south. Great movement. Moody is looking fantastic right now.
Moody gets to the back, hooks in. Felipe Costa's got to watch that neck.
Yeah,
he's getting flattened out here.
Yeah, he's trying to get to his hip, which is the right thing to do. And that way you can sort of scrape your opponent off, but he's on the receiving end of what's looking like a rear naked strangle.
Can't tell from the camera angle, but looks like Moody's arm is right around his neck.
Yeah. And he should turn again to the hip. There he goes. That's the right thing to do, in my opinion. Take a lot less stress. As long as you're good on the hand fighting, you can get rid of the body triangle. You're not going to be he's not wearing Moody's weight right now.
Judges favor blue.
Declan Moody ahead in the judges' favor so far.
A hand across the neck now. He lost the cross hand defense. He's almost out. He's got his upper body free. If his hands, he's missing that strangle hand, but he's still doing a great job. Yeah, there he goes. He's finally twisted out a little bit. Great job of keeping his upper body free from underhooks as he was turning, and was able to get back in the guard.
Felipe Costa now in the top position. We're going to see the guard of Declan Moody now.
So we'll see lumberjack balances. Can't capitalize. The waiter sweep, excuse me. Or the half lumberjack, the waiter sweep.
Both of these young men had awesome campaigns in their ADCC trials run. Look at that inversion by the big man, Declan Moody, from the bottom.
Costa untied everything right there and finds himself in a decent position here if he can get above the knee while keeping Moody flat. So there's the inversion into the leg. Who's going to come to the top?
Nice counter. Counter to the leg lock into an omoplata. He's got the arm straight. Does Felipe Costa. Declan Moody's trying to escape.
He needs a follow-up of this if he's losing his elbow. So that one's tight for a second, but if it doesn't snap the arm quickly, you need your follow-up under the legs, et cetera, et cetera.
Nice little distance maker there.
Absolutely. about that wrist right there. He's trying to get that wrist. That's such an important battle when people are passing this side. Especially with this kind of guard structure where you can bring the right leg back to the hip. And
Declan trying to get the pass. Felipe framing to prevent. Super impressed with Declan Moody today. This has been a really good match.
Moving very well.
Costa trying to get underneath. Moody uses the opportunity to pass.
Judges favor blue.
Declan Moody up in the judges' favor.
He's planted cross side here. Costa gets that left elbow all the way down to that bottom hip. There's a single, almost.
Felipe back, trying to make some space again. Declan with the knee cut.
He's got a nice position there. Yeah,
Nice underhook there.
that's it. He got that deep underhook quickly right there. Would not be surprised if he hops over the body again. Now
Goes to the back again.
Yeah, now it's going to be a top spin.
It is. Top spin to the back, just like Sean Williams called it. Man, you have this trend. Every time you call in positions before they happen, it happens a lot here to his number one. So just listen to Sean Williams for the play-by-play.
Certainly do my best. Now he's going to put a half Nelson to break him down. Here comes the arm through. Now Costa did a great job here defending before. He sort of, he kept turning on his hip. I can't see how the hand fighting's going for him, but he needs to free the upper body, and then he can turn and rotate all the way through that. Got a hand across the face right now, but as long as he can keep that upper body free, he can keep turning and rotate all the way through one rotation and get out. Keep going, he keeps going. As long, he wasn't able to scrape Moody off this time. Moody has that underhook and it's connected to hands there, the seatbelt grip. That's going to slow that down. Now it looks like ground grappling right there.
That is it. Declan Moody gets the submission. We couldn't see it from our angle, but got to the back, outworked Felipe Costa in this battle of big men, got the submission. B team is now 3-0.
Yeah, that was a very impressive performance.
Yes.
I mean, from start to finish. Costa had some great defense in there, but
Let's take a look at that replay. Back take attempts by Declan Moody.
yeah, that was their early back take, and there is where Costa was able to turn out of it because there was no upper body control. And this is when he got reversed, went to the omoplata, tried that arm lock right there, this straight arm lock, which goes on pretty quickly for a second, but as soon as Moody was able to change the angle, it went away.
Oh, there's the finish. He was able to kind of twist the face
There we go,
to
yep.
set up that right arm rear naked choke. Beautiful submission by Declan Moody. What a way to make your Who's Number One debut.
Your official decision, your winner by submission in the blue corner, Declan Moody.
Big win for Declan Moody, representing the B team. What a way to make a Who's Number One debut with the submission over a deadly Felipe Costa. For those of you at home, just a reminder, that was the final match of the undercard, or featured match of the undercard, but also the final match. Now you're gonna have to go to FloGrappling.com, get a subscription. We got an incredible stacked main card, 8 matches on the main card, from top to bottom, one of the greatest in pro grappling history, but you need a FloGrappling membership. Guys, we got Who's Number One, we got ADCC, we got IBJJF, everything on FloGrappling.com, so you're gonna need a subscription anyway to watch the best events all year round. Go to FloGrappling.com, subscribe, and you will watch the main card, which we will begin coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.